Hi, my name is Siti Nurfaizah and my matrix number is 1091. Introduction. The shielding of a building, one of the most important structural elements in terms of functionality as well as creativity, which in turn bring a good aesthetic to the building interior. Shielding, the overhead surface or surfaces covering a room and the underside of a floor or a roof. Shielding are often used to hide floor and roof construction. They have been favorite place for decoration from the earliest time, either by painting the flat surface, by emphasizing the structural members of roof or floor, or by treating it as a fill for an overall pattern of relief. There are many types of shielding that have been invented. However, the leakage problems still persist, especially during the rainy season, which will cause shielding to become dirty and mossy. Water flow line that engrave upon shielding due to leaking cause radiant and looks highly frail. This also affects the strength of the shielding. The shielding also has its own elements for mixing. It plays an important role in heating penetration. Excessive heat inflation causes by temperature in a building to be high can cause discomfort and can be detrimental to health. Nowadays, the level of awareness on the use of plastic is increasing, especially among our society. With that awareness, we study the use of materials such as plastic, namely polypropylene, PPE, the main basic material for making plastic, for example, water bottles. The invention of the shielding associated with final project consists aggregate waste material that function as water resistant, low price, and maintain the aesthetic, which highly contrary to the limestone shielding with corresponding aspect. For a problem statement, based on studies conducted by the previous parties, among the shielding are leak by result for shielding, leakage problem. Water leaking from the shielding is often clear water rather than brown and dirty if a faulty plumbing pipe is the culprit. Leaking will usually be quite steady if the shielding leak is plumbing related, especially if a water supply pipe is too green. The water dripping from the shielding may be never ending. Otherwise, asbestos shielding is widely used at the most buildings such as housing, village houses, and others. People are more emphasized on cost than quality of the shielding. The study observed that many problems related to the shielding materials are containing hazardous fungi and easily absorb water in a short time. In this case, shielding also should be flat. The shielding can be bowing deep or dipping. This could mean water damage or something more serious is at large. If the shielding joints or trusses supporting the shielding drywall is spaced too far apart, then sagging may result and the stress from this may create cracks. Shielding can also occasionally a shielding joints or a truss become damaged or cracked. This weakens the framing members of the shielding will bow or sag in one or more areas. Thus, stress is placed on the drywall and crack develop. Crack in shielding may be cosmetic or structural. The important depends on their shape, size, location, and the cost of them. It's not uncommon for a home to get a crack or two in their shielding over time. Therefore, older home will generally have more shielding cracks. Other than that, as a civil engineering student, we want to solve all these problems. Therefore, our proposal is to address the problem Here are the suggestions. First, asbestos shielding problems. Second, shielding problems. And third is cost problem. In general, this project is focused on research to make the shielding light, durable, beautiful with attractive patterns. There are three specific objectives for our project. First is to study the ability of soluble miscible between bamboo fiber with polymer materials such as polypropylene PPE. Second is to investigate the capability of Fraans Ceiling compared to existing shielding in the market in terms of tensile strength, structural strength, and waterproof. And last is to produce an economical grade waterproof shielding. For scope of study, the scope of or limit of product execution should be made as a reference to ensure that any implementation of the project does not exclude from the objective to be achieved. The scope of project implementation is set based on product objective or goals. Therefore, the eco-shielding product must not go beyond its goals and functions. The scope of study is for indoor use shielding in the production of samples. Materials from bamboo fiber have been collected rice, hemp, and bamboo. The resulting shielding is a lightweight shielding to facilitate installation work. It is stronger and more durable. In addition, the shielding is also a shielding that is not brittle and waterproof. It also has a flat and smooth surface to make it more beautiful and can get satisfaction to the user. There are 6 types of sample, which one of them is our control sample, which is the asbestos shielding. It involves several stages. First, collect materials for green shielding fabrication. Second is undergo fiber processes in accordance to the procedure prescribed by Fraans. Third is mold making for green shielding, size and materials. And last is testing parameter involved. First, tensile strength test, then water absorption test, bending strength test, and last is density test.
Assalamualaikum. My name is AQIL HAZIQ bin NORDIN. My metric number is 06GKA18F1097. Today I want to present about the difference of asbestos ceiling in commercial, and our product is Fraans Ceiling. First, I want to talk about the asbestos. The thickness normally in asbestos is 1 cm. Then I want to talk about the ceiling stain. This leak could be a malfunction in your commercial roof system or a leak with another part of facility. The causes that can happen in ceiling stain is leaking pipe until a stain appears. Second, roof damage. The next, burst pipe due to blocked flow. The second difference in asbestos is ceiling crack. Over time, eventually, all homes will develop cracks that are cosmetic in nature, especially those cracks wider than 1 in 8-inch may signal issues. Next, ceiling crack could be the result of poorly tapered joint. Then, if an insufficient amount of drywall mud. Next, I want to talk about our project is Fraans Ceiling. First, our thickness in our project of ceiling is low than 0.4 centimeters. The main of Our project is waterproof, which is simpler than a complete roof replacement while still offering many of the same benefits. All the same time, it provides a longer term solution than a quick fix repair. Let's we talk about cost saving. It can save money in short term because it is significantly cheaper. Roof repair won't be required as frequently and maintenance costs will be lower. Later, we use polypropylene as a binder to bamboo to strengthen the structure to obtain the optimum strength. And lastly, we use bamboo as a green source because it has own natural resilience. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad RAFIZAM bin ABDUL. My metric number is 1115. On September 29, we went to Forest Research Institute Malaysia, FRIM, to meet a person who has extensive experience and knowledge of timber, namely Dr. Sufian. We met him for a discussion to get information and identify the tests we need to do on our project. As a result of this discussion, Dr. Sufian has suggested that we perform 4 tests on our project: tensile strength test, water absorption test, bending strength test, and density test. Tensile strength is a measurement of the force required to pull something such as rope, wire, or a structural beam to the point where it breaks. The tensile strength of a material is the maximum amount of tensile stress that it can take before failure. Water absorption is used to determine the amount of water absorbed under specified condition. Factors affecting water absorption include type of plastic, additive use, temperature, and length of exposure. The bending strength or flexural strength of a material is defined as its ability to resist deformation under load. During a bending test, the maximum achieved flexural stress value is known as flexural strength. To perform the test, we need several samples for each ratio we select. Based on the discussion we have had between group members, we chose 4 different ratios to make the comparisons. The ratio we chose was 100% PP without bamboo, 90% PP with 10% bamboo, 80% PP with 20% bamboo, and 70% PP with 30% bamboo. We will perform 4 tests that have been recommended by Dr. Sufian for each of these ratios. Each test required 6 samples. Each sample has a predetermined size based on the equipment to be used. After getting the information, we were taken by Dr. Sufian to the lab to see all the machine and tools we will use. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NUR'ALYAA binti Muhammad Frazer. My metric number is 1092. My turn is I want to talk about our data, which is we have 4 testing, bending test, tensile test, water absorption, and density. From 4 testing, we have done 2/4, which is density and water absorptions. So this is our result for density. So from the graph shown that the sample 5 have the highest value for density, which is the sample 5 is asbestos. So look at sample 1, 2, 3, and 4. The sample 1 until 4 is our product, which is combination polypropylene and bamboo fiber. And look at sample 3 have the coarseness over there, which is the sample 3 has the lowest density, maybe because of stiffness of fiber. So however, sample 1, 2, and 4 have significant value, which is 837 kg per meter cube, 844 kg per meter cube, and 857 kg per meter cube respectively. So, from the data, the lower density value represent the lighter sample, which is the installation work. So next, look at our result for water absorption. So the graph shown that the water absorption sample 1 until sample 5 is increased. So from the sample 5 have the highest value for water absorption. This is because the sample 5 is asbestos, and the combination of fiber with asbestos have the high level for water absorption. So however, look at sample 2, our product record the lowest percentage in water absorption, which is 0.22%. So from the data, water absorption shown that the combination polypropylene and bamboo fiber in ratio 90 and 10, which is 90 is polypropylene and 10 is bamboo fiber, is a great combination because it can get a less water absorbed, only 0.22% in sample 2. So from the sample 2, we know that we can grade a better shielding from Eco Green, which is the main of our product. We put the bamboo fiber and can get only in the river or jungle. So, and it's very sustainable and better than shielding in the market like asbestos shielding. Alhamdulillah, thank you for watching our presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.